And we're recording. Good morning, welcome to Cloud-Based Vaping. Today we will be looking at the Kanger Kbox Mini, the Platinum Edition. Whoops-a-daisy, there we go. Having a quick look on this, look through the features, what you get with the device, and generally having a bit of a laugh. So bear with me, we'll go down to the table cam, we'll have a closer look at this device, and then afterwards we'll take a vape and we'll go through the pros and cons. Right, here we go. Please excuse the camera angles. I'm having to use the same camera as I don't have a second camera yet, and the lighting's a bit crap, but we'll persevere. This is the box you get with the Kbox Mini Platinum. Usual stuff from Kanger Tech. Really hard, tough box. There's your scratch and check. There is your QR code. Simply scan that with your phone or mobile device if it has the QR reader installed. It will take you directly to Kanger's website. That way you can have a look and find out if you have a genuine product. On there we have the Platinum Edition. You have your general CE marks, Kanger Tech's logo, and some bits and bats at the back of the box, just to give you a general overview of what the device is. Now, to start with, this is a very shiny fingerprint magnet. It's a 60 watt single 18650 box mod, and to be quite honest, 60 watts is more than enough for me. So what we'll do, we'll get this open. There we go, you're greeted by Kanger's usual instruction book, and these are relatively really in-depth instruction books. I mean, it tells you everything you need to do from, oops, it is. There we go. All your settings and all there, how to use it, what not to do. I believe these come in 2 languages. This is in French and English, so we're sort of basically covered there. Right, here is the device itself. Come out. There we go, get rid of that. As you can see, a very, very nice shiny device. Got your vent in there for your battery, should you be unfortunate to have a vented battery. There is your CE marks on the bottom. That is where you open the back to put the battery in. Have your mini USB port, your fire button, your OLED display, and your up and down button. So basically, the same sort of system and overview you get with most Kanger products out there today. It is basically similar to the Subboard. It is basically just a scaled down version of the Kanger Kbox. More scaled down means it's more pocket friendly, and the only downside is with devices like this, which have been scaled down, is you tend to find the weight has increased. So on a size comparison with the EVIC Mini, with the Cubist tank, pretty much almost the same size. Near enough. With this, I believe it is a 5-click on, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! Would help if I had a battery fitted. Oh, no way! Okay, so with Kanger product, it is positive down and negative up. So put that in there. Not much life on it, but it's okie dokie. There we have the OLED screen. That's pretty bad. Oops, it is. Put you back on there. This is in wattage mode, so you can quite generally. You're gonna focus. Are you hell? No worries. What we'll do is we'll pop a tank on this to start with. We'll put the Cubist tank on from Joytech, which is actually up for review very soon because it's part of the Cubist starter kit, which comes with the EVIC Mini, the new free firmware upgrade. Why does that feel like it's been leaking? No matter. soon as you put your new tank on, it automatically asks you, this camera is crap. Is it a new atomizer? This it is. And you're not reading it, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a bastard. Typical, isn't it? Right, new atomizer, up for yes. And with the Kbox Mini, it's a standard 3-click system. So we're in wattage mode now. 1, 2, 3. Takes it into temp control for nickel. And that is all it does. Power mode and temp control. You have temp control for nickel and you have temp control for titanium. I really wish I could show you more on this, but unfortunately the screen isn't focusing in as good as it should be for some reason. No, I'll have to do without that. But in effect, quite a good little device. It's all the way up to 60 watts and it is a relatively fast scrolling device. See here, scrolls pretty quickly. But what we're doing, because we have the Kbox tank on it, it is a 30 watt tank, so we're going to crank this down to 30 watts. Power it in power mode, because it is a wattage coil. There we go, we're on 30 watts. What we'll do now is we'll go up to the main cam and we shall take a vape and see how well this produces good clouds. Right, now we're back up to the main cam. We can have a bit of a better look at how the Kbox Mini performs. In effect, it performs almost exactly like the original Kbox did, and the majority of all Kanger products out there, they are pretty reasonable. I mean, the prices. Whoop, that battery's just. The prices are, some would say, quite comfortable. I mean, you can go out there and you can pay massive and massive amounts for box mods, but this, depending on where you go, you can usually find a pretty decent deal. Now, the Kbox Mini on this one actually comes on its own. I believe you can get them as a kit, which comes included with the tank, the mini USB cord, and a few other bits and pieces which you'll need as part of the starter kit. So while we're here, we almost have a flat battery at 30 watts. The thing is with the Kanger products, unfortunately I can't show you because the camera just won't focus in, but you do have the option of memory storage. Oh, back. So you can store your settings, your preferred settings actually in the device itself. I think there's up to 3 memory settings on this one. You also have the choice of flipping over the screen, whether you are left or right-handed. The 510 pin is kind of spring mounted, but I wouldn't say there's a massive throw on it, but there is a bit of a give in there. Again, it is fairly weighty. I mean, against the VIC Mini, it's heavy. I mean, in weight comparison, you are probably looking at the weight of the cuboid, at least. But it is a fairly decent device. It does a fantastic job. Yeah, it's in platinum. Yeah, it gets grubby easily, and you are constantly wiping it down to get rid of finger marks. I would steer clear of the platinum range, maybe. Probably go for a different colour, but if you don't mind getting oily finger marks all over, then, you know, then go for it. It's all down to preference choice, but I do like it. I haven't used it in a while though, I must admit, because I'm currently going through different bits and pieces that are in for review. So I do usually use a mod for more than a week. But while we're here with the Kbox on, let's take a vape and see how it performs. We are at 30 watts and a 0.47 ohm coil. Here we go. wow, that's doing really well. I didn't take it above 30 watts because this is a 30 watt tank. I mean, it's one of Joyetech's BF tanks. I mean, it is recommended to go to 30 watts. I don't really want to go above 30 watts, just in case. While I'm here, I'll take out this battery because it's nearly dead. These videos I've really thought through. There we go. Can't get it. There we go, that might be better. Yep. Wow. That really does perform very, very well. And that's at 30 watts. I mean, if you put something else on top of that and crank it up above 30 watts, I mean, for example, a dripper or even a velocity tank with a few Claptons in there, crank it up to, I mean, I've had this up to 60 watts, which is the highest this can go, is 60 watts. And even at 60 watts, you do get very good flavour and good cloud coverage. It all depends on what tank or dripper you've got on that device itself. The better you've got, the better it's going to be. However, this has performed well with the Cubist tank. It's performed well with the Rouleau. Not the Rouleau, that is a box mod. Idiot. The Rafale. Yeah. The Rafale, the Smok VCT, the Smok GCT. It has done well with the TFV4 mini tank. It did amazingly well on the TFV4. Actually, do I have that to hand? Yes, I do. There we go. It's currently still got some juice in it, although if I remember rightly, it's the absolutely disgusting juice I don't like. But for comparison, yeah, that works. Oh boy, that's bad. Yep. Go up to 40 watts on this. Oh, there we go, 40 watts. That's not really performing as well as I would have hoped. Alright, let's go up to the full power this device can handle, which is 60 watts. 55, 52. Come on, there we go, 60 watts. Ooh, that's sizzling away nicely. Oh, that juice is horrendous. Going for punishment. But yeah, it performs very, very well. For the higher ranges, top of 60 watts, it performs very, very well. I am pretty impressed with what the Kbox can deliver in terms of power and obviously ease of use. All Kanger products are pretty much very simple to use. I mean, it's a 3-click stage into the settings. You can change it from wattage mode, you can change it from temp mode for titanium and Ni200. Please excuse me 1 second. Biscuit, what are you doing? That's the cat being an ass. But we shall round this review off to pros and cons. Pros, it's small, it's handy to have, it doesn't take up much room in your pocket, it is a single 18650 device, so you don't have to keep on carrying batteries around with you. The battery life is pretty impressive though. Obviously depending on what wattage you run this at, I've had this at 30 watts with GCT tank on. And is it GCT or VCT? VCT tank, for GCT tank control. And the battery life lasted me a good day. Depending on your vaping style, the wattage you use, what build you've got in your tanks or your drippers, that can all vary battery life. But apart from that, I like it. It is a very good little device. The only downside is the weight. I mean, just how heavy could they have made that? I mean, yeah, it's made from it's solid metal. I mean, it's not plastic, so you are getting weight from the metal itself. I mean, if you drop this, you're going to do more damage to the floor than you are to the device. But in all honesty, it's okay. It's a brilliant performing little device. Yes, it's a tad too heavy. It has the option for Ni200, has the option for titanium. Could have had the option for stainless steel, which would have been a massive improvement on the actual device itself, as you've got 3 different ranges of temp control. But, oh, excuse me, that's the coffee coming back. But apart from that, it's pretty good. I like it, and bearing in mind I've not used it for quite some time, it's still relatively a good device. So, to sum up, yeah, it's good. I like it, it performs well, and it's enough for the don't fall over. I nearly broke a tank then. Yeah, you're not going to fall over now, are you? But yeah, it's good, it's compact, it does exactly what it says on the box. I mean, the range of this thing is fantastic. Does it say the weight on this? Nope, it doesn't. Although it does support coils from 0.1 ohms and above. That's something I forgot to mention actually. But hey, no one's perfect. But yeah, for the that's it from me on the Kanger Kbox. I know this was a very brief review because unfortunately I have dodgy back problems and I can't really sit still for that long. So unfortunately the amount of reviews I'll be doing today will be pretty quick. But from me, yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next video, and keep safe.